like to call to order the Zoning Board of Appeals regular meeting for Wednesday, November 23rd, 7 p.m. First, let's start off with roll call. Joanne Hogan. You're on mute, Joanne, but Joanne is here. Mark Freeman.
Sorry, present.
I'm here.
All right, thanks, Mark. Sorry. Larry Boardman.
Here.
Ram Kaza.
I'm here.
And that establishes our quorum. Our first application is 22-10, Thomas Evans, owner, Christopher Ram, Poyant Signs, applicant for a variance pursuant to the Simsbury zoning regulations, sections 9.3, for the installation of a 20 square foot plus or minus internally illuminated digital menu board located at 138 and 142 Hop Meadow Street. Who would like to present for the applicant? No?
That would be me.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, my name's Bill Gavigan with Poyant Signs. I live at 7 Farmstead Lane, Ellington, Connecticut. Thank you to the board for hearing us tonight on the Thanksgiving Eve. I know it might be a little bit difficult Thursday night before the holiday to do this, so thank you for everybody hearing us tonight. Basically, yeah, we're trying to see if we can gain approval or seek relief for approval for the digital menu board for the Dunkin' Donuts at 142 Hop Meadow. The new digital menu board is really part of the new image for Dunkin' Donuts. Not only for the image of the business itself, but also ties into the new technology platform that they're using for the operations side of their business. The new digital menu board that we're proposing, in comparison to what's there right now, there is an illuminated static menu board there currently, but the new digital menu board size-wise is about half the size of what the existing is, if you factor in the wings and the sides to it. But the new digital menu board, as opposed to the old static one, and I'm sure everyone here has seen the older static ones, they fall apart. The lighting goes out. They're very inconsistent in how they light. And the new image with the digital menu boards, which across many brands, that is definitely the way of the branding going nationally with a lot of national brands. But they're much cleaner. They regulate. I guess one of the things I think is real important to explain to the group is these are completely static. There's a little portion in the bottom of the screen that reads back what they call the order confirmation section. It reads back the order as the guest is up there placing their order at the menu board. But other than that, listing what the order is, everything is completely static. Nothing ever moves. The screens themselves essentially are TV screens. They're made by Samsung. They can regulate the light. They actually have a self-regulator in them to adjust to the ambient light. So it's a little bit brighter during the day. As the sun goes down, it dulls the screens because you don't need as much illumination at night. And then on top of that self-regulator, it can also be regulated if needed manually and be set within the panels themselves. So I know we've already got we had a variance at a different location on Hop Meadow at 1195 where we did a little bit different. That's more of an all-in-one menu board where the screens are attached to the sides of the canopy, which is more the secondary option for the digital menu board. It's really only it's more or less brand approved when there's not enough room for the two-piece layout, which is what we're proposing here, where you have the canopy by itself and then the separate digital menu board is 5.5 feet spacing with the standard spacing from the speaker, which is where the canopy is. The speaker is within the vertical column of the canopy, which is what you pull up to place your order, and then you look over at an angled digital menu board there just up above, like I said, about 5 feet away. The new proposed location on the new plan with that two-piece layout. The existing one right now is basically lined up flush to the curb. So you pull up and it's facing really kind of to the corner of the property. Where with the new one, you'll still pull up to the canopy, which will be faced the same direction as the existing menu board right now. But the new digital menu board is going to be turned slightly towards the canopy, where it's actually going to be positioned more to the back property line of the property. So really even more hidden than the existing is now from the street and from anybody that could view it, even from any side angles. It really is positioned really to the back of the property line.
Okay. That's the onus of it, right, Bill? Can you see
that's
the light? Is there going to be spillover into any of your neighbors from this menu board?
I don't believe there would be. I think the positioning is going to help with that as well. And again, the existing is illuminated right now, where the new one it's going to be illuminated as well. But with the positioning of it and really looking at the back of that property, there's businesses on both sides, but then there's also a heavy brush line, tree line at the back of the property. Before you get to, I believe there is, I don't know if it's a retirement building kind of to the back to the left, but that is quite a bit away from the property itself. I went on Google Earth and kind of scaled through that tree line, which again, I don't think there's really going to be any visibility to that. But looking at that as what I think is the closest residence, that's about 240 feet away from where this menu board would be, with all those trees and that brush before you would even get to that residential building.
Okay, Laura, if you could, what are we looking for a variance here? Or are we just authorizing it? What are we looking to do tonight?
So you'd be authorizing, currently we don't allow internally illuminated signage, which does include digital menu boards, anything that the light passes through. So that would be the variance.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, I remember we did the McDonald's in West Simsbury.
Yeah, we also did the Dunkin', to be honest, in West Simsbury. I believe we converted
Yeah,
that.
and then there's just, I think they're just like apartments back there, right? Or condos.
Behind this Dunkin'?
Yeah, behind the wood line.
Yeah, that's what I would assume. Bill?
Yeah, I think it's like the other side of
Like Hazel Meadow or something, I think.
yeah, and then like the other side of Hoskins, there's those apartments, condos over there too. I think they're similar, but it's a complex.
Right. Yeah, but 250 feet back, I think is, pretty far back. Bill, is the existing one, when you say static, is it illuminated in any fashion at this juncture?
I believe it is illuminated. I haven't been there at night, but unlike 1195, it doesn't have any external light fixtures like it did at 1195. So again, I'm assuming that it is internally illuminated. I don't know if there was a prior variance or anything there, but it looks like a standard static menu board.
All right. Seeing Laura's face, we should probably not go too much further down that road if it is. Okay. Do the commissioners have any questions in particular about the actual menu board or any aspect of this application? Feel free to speak up.
Honestly, my only question originally was which way will it face, and he said it's going to be facing more toward the back of the property, not toward the road. So that was my main question answered.
Yeah, I think the new positioning is definitely more complimentary to the public if there is any concerns there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to keep the meeting expeditious with the nature of the holiday approaching, so I'm not going to ask any superfluous, whatever.
Superfluous.
Thank you. I'm not going to ask any questions that really go above and beyond. I personally am inclined to make a motion. Would any of the other commissioners be disinclined to support such a motion?
No.
Well, you have to make the motion to close discussion, right?
Right. So that's the first thing. Hold on. Where's my list? All right. So last call for us to be able to ask questions for the applicant? And hearing none, we're going to move along. There's Mr. Wilson, are you a member of the general public, or I'm sorry to put the spotlight?
No worries. I represent Great American Donut, Duncan.
By all means. Okay, just want to make sure we don't have any public input. So moving along, I'd like to make a motion to close this application.
Second,
I'll second.
Thank you. So moving it right along, let's have a quick discussion. I told you I'm inclined to just pass this. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter the ambient light. It's new technology that is not visible from off-site, which I think is very important.
I think that's the key because the precedent set to allow illuminated signage, which can be a slippery slope, but this does not affect as people drive by, they're not going to see it.
Right.
I think the fact that you got the other one at Hot Meadow.
Yeah, there's one in the north end of Simsbury that's similar. And then the one on 44.
In full
That's
disclosure, I
similar.
think the North Simsbury is still static. It has external illumination, whereas this is internal.
Okay. Okay.
No, it was the West Simsbury one that we did.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a bobblehead of Laura just so I can do that one. All right. With that being said, moving things right along, I'd like to make a motion to approve application 22-10 Thomas Evans owners Christopher Ram Poyen Signs applicant for a variance pursuant to the Simsbury zoning regulations section 9.3 for the installation of a 20 square foot internally illuminated digital menu board located at 138 and 142 Hot Meadow Street. I don't feel we need any conditions unless we want to.
It says administrative zoning permit to be obtained.
Right, I'm sorry.
That's all.
So with the condition of an administrative zoning permit is to be obtained.
Second.
All right, all those in favor? Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you, Stacy. There's nobody left to abstain or oppose, so it's unanimous. You have your variance. Thank you for taking the time. I wish everyone, oh no, we need to do, that's it for your applicant. So Bill and Mike, you can be done. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
All right.
We'll finish
Thank
up
you.
with the paperwork
Thank you so
and,
much. Yeah.
have a
Have
great
a
holiday.
great holiday.
Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your long weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
Little presumptuous that I have Friday off when I don't, but he got the variance, so we'll let it go. All right, with that being said, we do have the approval minutes. I am happy to either table these or approve these. Did anyone have the time to read them or have an opinion of doing either? Nobody read?
I read them and honestly, they looked fine to me.
Okay, with that being said, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of October 26, 2022 as written.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 Is there anyone to abstain? No, it was unanimous, so nobody to abstain or vote nay. With that being said, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Mr. Chair, can we
Aye.
just?
Hold on, hold on.
Are we supposed to vote on those dates?
What?
Yes,
We
can
need to
just do
vote on the
meeting-
dates for next
Yes.
year.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that. I mean, I'm okay with them. Did anyone
I'm
else?
okay with them. I don't love this Thanksgiving night one, but
Do you want to take it off? And then if you need a special meeting, we can schedule one?
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay.
'Cause if we could schedule a special meeting for Tuesday night or the previous
Mhm.
Wednesday night or whatever, I think that would be better.
Yep.
That is easy enough to do. I can just
Okay.
amend that meeting schedule to remove that Thursday. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wednesday.
wrong
The
commission.
20 I think it's the 22nd next year, I think it said. I can't remember.
I believe it's the 22nd.
Do we have to make a motion or anything, or that's just done?
So you would make a motion to approve the meeting schedule with the correction of removing November 22nd.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the meeting schedule with the exception of November 22nd shall be canceled for next year. There shall be no meeting. We will meet by special meeting FB.
Mhm.
Someone second.
Second.
I'll
Second.
second.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 It's unanimous. Nobody left to oppose or abstain. With that being said, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn. Someone second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 It's unanimous. Have a great Thanksgiving.